If you're over 60 and wondering whether your relationship with your own body needs to change, you're asking exactly the right question. And you're definitely not alone in wondering about it. I'm Dr. Lois Crockett, and over my years of practice, I've had countless conversations with men who want straight answers about staying healthy, confident, and connected to their bodies as they age. Today, we're diving into something that rarely gets discussed openly, but affects millions of men: how to maintain a healthy relationship with self-pleasure after 60, and the 3 critical mistakes that could be working against your health. This isn't about performance anxiety or comparison to your younger self. This is about understanding what your body actually needs now and giving it the care it deserves. Let me start with something important. Masturbation isn't just normal. At your age, it's genuinely beneficial for your health. I know that might surprise some of you, especially if you've been questioning whether you should still want or need this kind of intimacy with yourself. Here's what the research shows us. Regular, gentle self-stimulation supports healthy blood circulation to the penis, nourishes prostate health, reduces stress hormones, and can even improve your sleep quality by calming your nervous system. These aren't minor benefits, they're significant contributions to your overall well-being. But here's the key point. Your body at 60 or 70 responds very differently than it did at 30. That's not a failure or something to be ashamed of. It's simply biology adapting over time. Your skin has become more delicate. Your nerve endings need more patient coaxing to respond. Your blood vessels, particularly in sensitive areas, can be more easily strained or irritated. Understanding these changes isn't about limitation, it's about adaptation. This means your approach needs to evolve too, instead of the intensity or urgency you might have used decades ago. Your body is asking for something gentler, more mindful, more present. When you listen to what your body actually needs now, rather than what it used to need, something beautiful happens. The experience becomes not just more pleasurable, but genuinely restorative. Most men never get this guidance, so they keep using old patterns that no longer serve them, then feel frustrated when things don't work the way they remember. But once you understand what your body is asking for, everything can shift toward something more satisfying and health-supporting. So let's talk about those 3 mistakes I mentioned, starting with the most common one. The first mistake is rushing through the experience. I see this constantly: men treating self-pleasure like a task to complete quickly, often with tension and urgency, sometimes even feeling like they need to hide or hurry. But rushing creates problems you might not realize. When you're tense and hurried, your nervous system stays on high alert. Your blood vessels constrict instead of opening up. Your heart rate might spike, but not in the healthy, relaxed way that supports good circulation. Your brain keeps scanning for interruption or danger, instead of receiving the deep, nourishing blood flow that supports erectile health. Your body remains on edge. This prevents you from truly relaxing into sensation, which means you might end up feeling unsatisfied, sore, or finding it increasingly difficult to become aroused at all. When this becomes your regular pattern, your body starts associating touch with tension rather than safety and pleasure. Your natural arousal response becomes more mechanical and less responsive over time. The solution is surprisingly simple. Give yourself more time, even just a few extra minutes to slow down. Take some deep breaths and actually arrive in the moment can transform everything. You don't need to create an elaborate ritual. Just a small window where you're not being pulled in multiple directions. It's not checking your phone, not waiting to be interrupted. It tells your body it's safe to let go. When your body feels safe, your blood vessels soften, your nerves awaken, and your tissues become responsive again. True satisfaction comes through presence and gentle attention, not pressure or speed. The second mistake involves using too much pressure or gripping too tightly. This often develops gradually without men realizing it's happening. Sometimes it's habit, sometimes it's because sensitivity has decreased and you're trying to feel something more intense. While the intention makes sense, the long-term effects can be harmful. The penis contains delicate blood vessels, sensitive nerve endings, and connective tissue designed to respond best to steady, gentle stimulation. Repeated tight gripping creates friction, compression, and strain on these tissues. Over time, this can decrease sensitivity as nerves stop responding the way they used to. Some men develop what's informally called death grip syndrome, where their body becomes trained to respond only to one very specific type of pressure and motion, usually their own hand. This makes it much harder to enjoy intimacy with a partner or experience natural arousal. It can also cause soreness, irritation, or tiny skin tears that create inflammation and make future stimulation less comfortable and enjoyable. The solution focuses on gentleness. Try loosening your grip gradually. If it feels strange initially, that's normal. Your body might need a few days or weeks to adapt, but it will. Consider using a natural, unscented lubricant to reduce friction and protect your skin. Focus on how the experience feels rather than trying to complete a task. Breathe deeply, relax your body, and think of this as therapeutic self-care, something meant to keep your tissues healthy, your circulation flowing, and your mind connected to your body. You don't have to force pleasure, you just need to create the right conditions for it to naturally occur. The third mistake might surprise you because it has nothing to do with physical technique. It's ignoring the emotional aspects of self-pleasure, and this oversight affects more men than you might imagine. Most of us were never taught that emotions and physical response are deeply connected. Your thoughts, memories, and stress levels all influence how you experience touch and arousal. For some men, this shows up as shame, perhaps from messages you received growing up that masturbation was wrong or something to hide. For others, it's connected to changes that come with aging, how your body looks, how it responds, how long things take. These thoughts can become quiet sources of ongoing stress. You might find yourself wondering, am I normal? Is this still appropriate? Instead of finding comfort in the experience, you feel tension, guilt, or begin avoiding it altogether. Here's what's crucial to understand. Emotions that get pushed down don't disappear. They get stored in your body, in your muscles, in your breathing patterns, even affecting your blood flow. Over time, this emotional weight can create performance anxiety, disconnection from your body, and even contribute to depression. For many men, this loss of emotional connection becomes a loss of desire, because their body can't respond, but because their heart no longer feels safe in the experience. What can you do about this? Start with self-compassion. Remind yourself that this isn't about performance or proving anything. This is about connection, healing, and taking care of yourself in a deeply personal way. If you find self-compassion difficult, consider talking to someone, a doctor, therapist, or trusted friend who understands. There's nothing weak about seeking support for something this personal. In fact, it takes real strength to open up about intimate concerns. You deserve to feel safe and comfortable in your own skin. You deserve to enjoy your body regardless of your age. Being honest about your emotions can be one of the most powerful steps toward reclaiming that comfort. This isn't just about physical release, it's about self-respect. And it begins with replacing shame with understanding. Now that we've covered what to avoid, let me share how to create a healthy, satisfying self-care routine that supports your overall health while honoring your experience. Start with basic cleanliness, clean hands, and any materials you might use. Create a space that feels quiet and calm, somewhere you can be alone and undistracted. Use a natural, fragrance-free lubricant to protect your skin and reduce friction. Most importantly, always listen to what your body is telling you. If you experience pain, discomfort, unusual tightness, or notice changes like swelling, sores, or persistent irritation, don't ignore these signals. They could indicate inflammation, circulation issues, or conditions related to your prostate that deserve medical attention. When approached gently and mindfully, this practice becomes a genuine source of health support. If you're feeling uncertain or like you're reconnecting with your body after years of disconnect, that's perfectly normal. Many men rediscover their relationship with their bodies in their 60s and 70s. This isn't regression, it's evolution. It's learning what your body needs now, not what it used to need. And that's actually a beautiful process. You're not broken. You're not past your prime. You're simply in a new phase of life that asks for more care, more intention, and more kindness toward yourself. When you respond to your body with that kind of care, it often responds back in surprisingly powerful and satisfying ways. So when you feel ready, whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, give yourself the gift of unhurried attention. Not performance, not pressure, just presence. You deserve that level of care and respect from yourself. If this information has been helpful, I'd appreciate you subscribing to stay connected with more content about men's health and aging with confidence. Your body still matters, your well-being still matters, and your confidence is absolutely worth protecting. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and take excellent care of yourself.